Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for joining me today. This is the question and answer videos I do every single Monday. I'm a life coach. I'm helping people recover and heal from emotional pain and trauma and bad, abusive, narcissistic relationships. So if any of you have questions about this, please ask me if you think that I can help you out. We need to learn. We need to understand what happened to us so we can heal from it. So every week I like to recommend things to you guys. Something, person, a product, a book, something. This week I'm going to recommend something I have a couple of times already. And it's because it's really important. It's something that I found 2-3 years ago. And I know that this is, if there could be a cure in a bottle for PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, I think I found it. And what they're using today, doctors are using for like war heroes and victims of PTSD in war, for our soldiers here in America, they're using, now they're even using ketamine, which is just a straight tranquilizer, and it's just horrible. I know there's been a study recently about marijuana to help, at least something better than some powerful tranquilizer or drugs. I found something that we already have inside of us, made in our pituitary gland, a neurotransmitter or a hormone called oxytocin. For those of you who have not heard me recommend this before, it's a hormone known as, people will call it the love hormone, the hug hormone, the cuddle hormone, the trust hormone. And without getting into specifics of what it does to men and women, which are a little bit different, it's really going to help you guys. I think for you guys that are suffering from CPTSD, trauma, and this kind of stuff ever since childhood, it's really going to help you. There was a recent study I just read about an animal called a vole, V-O-L-E. It's a small rodent that looks just like a mouse. These are rare mammals that breed and mate for life. And they are so dedicated to each other. It's really cute. It's sad, but it's really cute. But they're so dedicated to each other that when one partner goes away or dies, the other seems to die pretty quickly. It won't even take care of itself. It won't do anything. It just dies. So doctors gave them a little oxytocin, and it just kickstarted them right away to go live and take care of themselves. And it seemed like they're fine, happy. I've been recommending this for, like I said, for quite a while to people. I've taken it myself. It's amazing stuff. You can get it from your doctor. And if you go, and I suggest that you ask your doctor about it. I've heard some of the most ridiculous and amazing excuses why doctors won't give it to you. It's never a total concern for you. It's a concern for them. And doctors don't like hormones. They love drugs. They want to give you drugs, not hormones. Not something you already have inside you that you're low in. And hormones should be balanced. We don't need to be too much or too low in hormones. So here, let me get into like what are ways that you can increase your oxytocin levels. Looking in people's eyes and emotionally connecting to them, talking to them, hugging them, touching them, kissing them, saying I love you, giving them gifts, and pets, petting pets, and looking in their eyes and connecting with pets raises your oxytocin. This is what you guys are missing. You guys have been in addictive, probably addictive, toxic relationships where these hormones levels have rise and fallen. And I promise you guys don't have oxytocin. I'm not a doctor, I'm not speaking for, but it's just, stress gets rid of oxytocin. These addictive, toxic relationships gets rid of oxytocin. Your body won't release it, won't produce it. Your brain doesn't care if you're happy. Your brain uses oxytocin for different reasons. And if you don't need those reasons, if you don't need it for those reasons, it's not going to give it to you. It doesn't care if you're happy. It's up to you to do that, to be happy. Your brain keeps you alive. That's it. So I can't recommend enough this product. And I've known people taking it for a long time. I've never seen anything bad happen to anybody. Like I said, it's something we need. And it can really help you. Just even an oxytocin boost. So you can find it on Amazon. I put a link down below in the description box. There's a product called Oxypure. It's a nasal spray, and that's how you're going to find it. That's how it absorbs is even doctors will prescribe a nasal spray or a dissolvable pill you put in your mouth. And if you can buy it on Amazon. It's pretty expensive. It's like $50 a bottle. Get one bottle, take it, and get that oxytocin boost. It's not something you need to stay on. Like I said, there are ways to raise your levels yourself, but it's going to be very difficult under the stress you're under. If you can take this oxytocin and help you get through some of the stressful times and start feeling better, it'll be much easier to raise your oxytocin levels yourself. Right now, it's going to be extremely difficult. So the link down below for the Oxypure on Amazon is down there. I know there's people that can't even get this delivered to them. Amazon won't deliver it, things like this. You can go and call your local lab, compound lab. This is something somebody told me and it worked for them. You can call your local compound lab. Ask which doctors prescribe oxytocin and go see that doctor if your doctor won't give it to you. But you're going to get better, more pure oxytocin and more fresh and cheaper. Okay? I really recommend it for you guys who are suffering. Take some oxytocin. Feel better. Okay? Thanks, guys. Oh, and something else I like to recommend every once in a while is something called Shane's Law Petition. Shane was a victim of a horrible smear campaign. Him and his wife endured a smear campaign for years from a narcissist. And Shane, at this time, had nowhere to go. He had no information. There was no help for Shane. And sadly, Shane took his own life, which is real common for people enduring these kinds of attacks, these public smear attacks. He committed suicide. And somebody put in a petition to make a law to stop this stuff. If you guys could be so kind to follow the link below, it says Shane's Law Petition. Follow that and just check yes. Support it, please. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Let's make a change. Let's make a difference and stop these kinds of social attacks, okay? And let's make society a better place. Let's make humans better, right? No more of this attacking. I really appreciate all of you who do that for me. Thank you. All right, let's get started with the questions. First one is from Francesca. Hello, Francesca. I do not know where you are from, and that reminds me, all of you, all I ask is please give us your locations, okay? Please tell us where you are from and be vague, be general. It's just a way to connect with each other, ourselves. I find it interesting to see how this reaches every part of the world. This is a human problem, not a location problem or cultural problem, okay? So please tell us where you're from. Thanks, guys. I've been doing lots of reading, etc. If the narcissist has damaged ego, would something like ayahuasca help the narcissist? In many cultures, they take it to kill the ego. Just a thought. So ayahuasca is it's like a root that is found in, I think in Central South America maybe. And tribes use it to find enlightenment and things like this, to rid ourselves of ego. Could this help a narcissist? I don't know. I'm definitely not going to recommend it, taking hallucinogenic drugs for anybody. I've been asked many times if I think ayahuasca will help victims of narcissistic abuse, and absolutely not. Worst thing you could do for yourself right now is damage your brain more with drugs that keep you further away from reality. Don't do that, please. Anyone who's thinking to take drugs, psychedelic drugs and things like this, that you think that's going to help you, absolutely not. I'm sorry. And I'm not against drugs at all. I'm not even saying that. It's just if you have psychiatric problems, if you're having mental problems, emotional problems, that's not the answer. We need to clear things up and get healthy and find out what the truth is, reality. We need to face reality. Will this help a narcissist? I don't think so, Francesca. I understand how a lot of drugs can melt away that ego. What is that, right? It gives them false confidence, just like ego. They don't mind being vulnerable because they're high. That's not natural. It's the same thing as ego. drugs. It's fake. It's false. Drugs are fake and false. I hope that's real clear. I understand maybe a narcissist would feel better on some hallucinogenic drug that helps them release endorphins and stuff. I would imagine that they would maybe feel better, and they might diminish some of their ego, and they might not be so scared to be vulnerable and for that moment that they're high, but then it goes away and they wake up tomorrow. And they'll even probably feel worse. You know, just I've said this before, just like Tibetan monks, they may reach total enlightenment by the afternoon. They wake up tomorrow, start all over again. There's no fix from drugs, just a quick fix. I don't. That's just my opinion. That's totally just my opinion. I appreciate the question, though. It's a really good question. I like thinking like this, but I don't think psychedelics can help with that. I definitely not recommending it. And it might help. Some might help some people in some situations, you know. Definitely don't want to say all, but for anyone suffering from emotional, mental, psychological problems, I'm strongly against psychedelic drugs. Not a good idea. What heals you guys is the truth. That's what heals you. You guys have been believing lies, and you believe that your shame and stuff like this is misunderstood. You don't understand. And it's not just about ego either. We need to learn how to deal with our ego, not temporarily get rid of it and to cover it up with drugs, right? Really, really common people that are egotistical are also drug addicts, alcoholics, right? Thank you, though. Good question. Thank you. Lou from Rhode Island. Hello, Lou. And Lou said it's a repost. And I hope, and I think I shortened this one too. I shorten a lot of guys' questions. I hope you guys are okay with that. I shorten them because they're so long sometimes. I can't remember if I shortened yours, Lou, but I hope that's okay. And if I ever misunderstand any questions or I get something wrong or miss them, ask. Keep asking me again. I don't care about repeat questions. I don't care if you think you asked me and you think I'm ignoring you. I don't ignore anybody. I'll never ignore anybody on my channel unless you're rude. Okay? All right. Lou asks, my ex and I took a break apart once, and okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading this wrong. My ex and I took a break apart once, and she began talking to her ex, friends with benefits. So, you're reflecting back on your relationship with this narcissistic woman that you believe you were dating. And you took a little break, and during that break, she started talking to this person she used to have sex with and be intimate with. You said friends with benefits during that little break. Then you guys got back together, and she chose to keep talking to this person that she was intimate with once before. You say, when we began dating again, she spoke with her friends with benefits. I told her my concern, and she told me I have trust issues and I need therapy. I later found out that she was getting sexting. I later find out that she was sexting with the friends with benefits while we were apart, and also the friends with benefits is married. What kind of person would lie to another person and then accuse them of trust issues in the same breath? Just like when she flirted with my best friend right in front of your eyes and you saw it, but she had an excuse. I know this is gaslighting. I totally shortened this. I remember now. Yes, you know it's gaslighting, okay? But what all that matters, Lou, is I see you don't understand is how you felt. It doesn't matter what she's doing. It matters how you felt. So she can claim she wasn't doing it. The fact is you kept feeling it, and that needs to be fixed. Not brushed under the carpet, not for you to just go away, be quiet, silence, take a drink. No. You have concerns. You have major insecurity issues in this relationship, and we need to feel secure in our relationships. And that's up to both of you to make sure that happens. She needs to help you feel secure. Why not? You didn't like her talking to this person, and that's all that mattered. It felt bad to you, and she never made you feel better about it. She never made you feel secure enough. That's all that matters. And then you find out later she was sexting and pictures and all that. So she was cheating on you. And you want to know what kind of person does this? A person that doesn't have a conscience, right? That's what we say, right? And what is conscience? Is awareness. A lot of this is awareness issues. I talk about this a lot, and I know I get a lot of people angry because they've been abused by people and they're like, no, they knew they were abusing me. I get that. They may not be totally aware of the damage it's causing, how bad you feel. We say that narcissists lack empathy. What is empathy? It's lacking awareness. They're lacking the fact that they know how you feel. They don't understand how bad it's hurting you, things like this. And I'm not excusing it. That's just an element, just one element, okay? This is somebody who has a very unstable sense of self, somebody who lacks moral, right? Lacks morals. Don't you see that? They're dating a married man. They're lying to you. So if I asked her who she is, right, what would she tell me? You know her. Who does she claim she is? Does she claim she's honest? Because now she's compromising who she is. Is she claiming that she's loyal to you? You can ask her. It doesn't matter. She say, yeah, I'm a loyal person. Well, she's obviously not. She doesn't know who she is. Does she have integrity? No, none. Does she care about cheating and stuff? No. So it doesn't affect her as much. The more that we go against our morals, the easier it gets. I'm not saying it's great. It's horrible. It feels horrible. We all know what it feels like to go against who we are. We don't want to hurt people. We're against that, and we've all hurt somebody, and it feels bad when we realize we've hurt somebody. But if I kept doing it and doing it and doing it, it'd get easier and easier and easier. I'd feel less, it wouldn't bother me as much. Moral compass. Thank you. I hope that makes sense. I don't know what else to say. You know, this is somebody who lacks a moral compass. Doesn't care. Lies, cheats, steals, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't care about the sanctity of marriage. Doesn't care about family. Doesn't care about relationships, honesty. Doesn't care. And if she says she does, then she doesn't know who she is. Because she puts zero value in it. Hope that makes sense. Thank you. KM from Arizona. Hello, KM. Hi, David. Is reactionary abuse something we need to apologize for? You don't have to do anything. That's up to you. I'm not going to tell people what to do. Okay? So reactionary abuse is a thing, by the way, and some people say it's totally okay to hurt people that have hurt you, and that's fine if you want to live like that. I don't. I don't think it's okay to hurt people, period. That's why there are narcissists that hurt people, and then there are victims who get hurt but don't hurt people, right? But we react horribly. We don't leave the abuse. We stay, and people react differently. You push somebody, push somebody, push somebody, and they react to it. It's not okay in my book. Is it okay in your guys' book? Anybody out there? Is that okay? Is revenge okay? You know? What's the saying? Poke an eye out, and someone pokes your eye, poke their eye out, and everybody's going to have their eye poked out. You don't have to do anything, okay? What's really important is how you handle things best says who you are. And if you believe it's wrong to hurt people, then I would deal with that. I'm not saying you have to apologize to anybody. However you got to deal with that, deal with it. Tell people, write it down. But what's important is that we make mistakes and we learn to forgive ourselves. It helps by forgiving other people. And we realize we don't want to do this ever again. And that's what's important. Okay? I'm not going to tell anybody they have to apologize. And I'm not going to tell anybody they need to accept an apology. That's up to the individual. I think we definitely need to forgive ourselves, everybody. We all make mistakes. And if we don't allow ourselves to make mistakes, then we'll never heal from that. We'll never learn from them. We don't allow other people to make mistakes. We'll never get anything valuable from anybody. We'll never see people's value and enjoy people, you know? It's just judgmental. Thank you. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. V-O-N-C-I-L-E. Vansile? I'm sorry. And I don't know where you're from. Please tell us your locations, guys. Locations. My narcissist ex is married, and now he wants to have sex with me and be my friend. What should I do? So I get hundreds of people that ask me what I should do every week, and all I have to say is, what do you want? And most of them say, I don't know. And I say, well, I don't know either. And if you don't even know what you want, you're not very in tune with yourself. It's one thing to not know what you need, but you don't even know what you want. You don't know if you should have sex with your ex. You don't know if you should have sex with a narcissist. You don't know if you should have sex with a married man. You're not sure if you should be friends with someone who abused you. You're not sure? Man, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry that you don't know what to do. I'm not going to tell you. It will do no good for me to tell you what to do. At least to make these choices for you. What do you want? Who are you? What do you value? And show it. Whatever choice you decide to make. Whatever you want to do. Whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Feelings. How does this feel? Feels like shit. It's got to. It's got to feel like crap, man. And if you feel a little good from this because they're coming back and you think they're raising your little self-worth up a little bit, wow. Really bad. It's gone way too far. If you couldn't date him and he abused you, how can you be friends with him? He doesn't value marriage because he wants to have sex with you. He doesn't value honesty, loyalty, integrity. He doesn't value secrecy. I mean, he doesn't value people, how people feel. Anything he says, he doesn't value his agreements. He doesn't value or respect people. He doesn't respect how people feel. He doesn't respect people's body. How dare anybody go have sex with another person and not tell the person you're having sex with? I don't care what that relationship is. How dare you not tell somebody else that you're putting their life in risk also? And don't tell me what contraception eliminates that 100%. There is none. None. There's no contraception that eliminates and excludes all venereal diseases and infections 100%. So when you have sex with another person, another partner, you're putting your other partner you're having sex with life at risk. You might want to tell them. Whatever you do, you talk to this person anymore, just even talk to them, even read their messages, your self-worth is going lower. Does that help you decide what to do? Just talking to him is lowering your self-worth. You want to feel better and take some control? Raise your self-worth. What do you want? Who are you? What do you value? And show it. Okay? Good luck. Good luck. The right choice will feel good. Michelle, I don't know where you're from. Please tell us your locations, people. Tell us where you are, Michelle, and everybody else. I really want to know. How can a narcissist ever change? I highly doubt that. Exclamation point. I get it. I get it. Personality disorders are very difficult to heal and manage and control and heal from. I took the stance when I started a few years ago that narcissists can never change and never change and never change. I don't know. Honestly. and change. We're just using can they change, because I said that before. All I said is they can change. Anybody, I'm going to say anybody can change. That is the most general statement. Anybody can change. I'm not going to say anybody can change anything. I'm not going to say, you know, everyone can cure a personality disorder. But if somebody has narcissistic personality disorder, okay, they can change their behaviors. I'm not all of them. I don't know. But if they don't like abusing people, they can learn how to change that. Does that make sense? If they value that enough. I've seen it. You know, temporarily, I can't follow someone forever. I'm not saying that narcissists will, can totally get rid of narcissistic personality disorder. I know doctors and therapists, some that say they can. I know some doctors and therapists that heal and treat their patients that have narcissistic personality disorder. I'm not authority to speak on all people with that. And I'm not even a doctor or a therapist, but anybody can change a little bit who they are. I mean, we're changing all the time, guys. I mean, go back and think about who you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, all different, I hope. My God. Yeah, I mean, but the last thing I'm going to do is take away that from anyone. Take that away, from anybody, and say that you can't change. I'm not going to tell anybody directly, specifically, you can't change who you are. Yes, we can. We can recreate ourselves every single day. Narcissist and anybody else with personality disorders lack awareness, consciousness. They can be shown why their lives are unmanageable, that it's their behaviors, not other people, and they can be shown how to change and have a little control over some of these things. Yes. Doesn't mean they will, doesn't mean they want to, right? The ability, I won't take that chance away from anybody. I'm going to say yes, that anybody can change a little, something. Change your underwear. All right. I'm going to leave that alone right there as part 1 because I'm almost out of time. And I'm going to start part 2 soon. Thank you, guys. Really, if you could help me, okay? All this stuff, PTSD, CPTSD, victims of narcissistic abuse are killing themselves, committing suicide at an alarming rate. That's why I brought up Shane's Law petition. If you guys could help me so much, I'm trying to help these people find out and learn and feel better so they don't take their own lives and stuff like this. These are mothers and fathers and daughters and sons and brothers and sisters, all of us, you know. It's sad. So all it could take, you guys, is just push a couple buttons to help me. You can vote, and you can subscribe to my channel, and you can post my videos and recommend me different places. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in part 2. Love yourself first.